This is Navin Kumar. You are watching Way to Commerce. So today we are going to see the very important topic that the many students are asking about the financial accounting 2, SEM 2 for degree semester exams. How the questions they are asking, theory and the problematic we are going to see clearly, and watch the full video. Financial accounting, important questions we are seeing. First, unit 1. Financial accounting contains 5 units. Unit 1, bills of exchange. Unit 1, bills of exchange. In this bills of exchange, here the difference between the promissory note and bills of exchange. Difference between the promissory note and bills of exchange. Okay, one theory question. And parties in bills of exchange. Second question is parties in bills of exchange. Next one, here problems with the journal entries. Problems they will ask, journal entries problems. Here you can see clearly differences between the promissory note and bills of exchange. What is a promissory note? Promissory note means here two parties is there, promisor and promisee. Promisor and promisee. It is also about the payment of the amount. And next, bills of exchange. Bills of exchange is nothing but it is a bill. Who makes the bill? He is a maker or he is a drawer. Drawer is a bill maker and drawee is a acceptor. Drawee is a acceptor. Maker is making the bill and acceptor is accepting the bill. So acceptor need to pay money to the drawer in future certain date. The date we are calling is a due date. What we are calling? Due date. Here you can see the parties involved: drawer, drawee and endorsee. Drawer means maker of the bill, drawee means acceptor of the bill, and endorsee means third party. If we are sending bill to any other person, he is an endorsee. Okay. And the problems with the journal entries. In this bills of exchange, we are going to see the journal entries problems. We have to write the journal entries in the books of the drawer and in the books of the drawee. Okay, sometimes we should write the in endorsee also. Sometimes we should write the endorsee also. Okay, see here, there are the different transactions in the bills of exchange. When bill is drawn, and when bill is accepted, when bill is endorsed, sent to another person. Okay, first drawn, second accepted, third one bill is endorsing, sending to third party. Bill is honored on the due date, amount is paid. Okay, and next one, when bill is discounted with the bank, and also when bill is sent to bank for collection. Sometimes the bill may be dishonor of the bill, like how the check bounce. Here also same, due to the some reasons bill may dishonor, so dishonor of the bill. And when dishonor is there, you need to write about the noting charges. Okay, and also renewal of the bill. These are the transactions we need to know in the bills of exchange. One long problem, one short problem we are expecting journal entries, and two theory short answers we are expecting. Sometimes one theory long answer also he will give in the unit 1. Consignment account, second unit. Second unit is consignment account. In this theory, they will ask about the difference between the sale and consignment. And also he will ask the difference between the consignment and partnership, and consignment and joint venture. Like the differences he will ask for theory. Okay. And also he will ask about the difference between the sale and consignment. Okay, and in this consignment, consignor is there, consignee is there. Relationship between the consignor and consignee. Consignor is the owner and consignee is a agent. Sorry, consignor is the owner and consignee is the agent. So consignor will pay commission to the consignee. The commissions are 3 types. Del credit commission, and is a very important commission. Normal commission, ordinary commission paying on the sales, overriding commission on the extra sales, and this general creditors commission mainly to recovery of the bad debts. To recovery of the bad debts. Who is paying this commission? Consignor to the consignee. Next to invoice price. Invoice price is a additional price which is known to only consignor. Okay, consignor is making this invoice price extra amount. Okay, account sale. Account sale is prepared by the consignee sending to the consignor. Next, in this chapter, second unit, long problem. Compulsory one long problem and one short problem. One short problem about the abnormal loss. Abnormal loss account. And here, for short, one theory also we can expect. One theory. Long one theory and one problem. Long one theory and one problem. Here in problems, we need to prepare in the books of consignor and in the books of consignee. In the books of consignor, we need to prepare the consignment account, consignee account, goods and term consignment account. Okay, these are the ledger accounts we need to prepare in the books of the consignor. Okay, this is about the second unit. And when come to the third unit, joint venture account. Joint venture account. Joint venture account, it is a methods of joint venture. Theory they will ask about the methods. Different methods is there. Methods of joint venture accounts. Okay, they will ask for the theory. Okay, like memorandum method, like that methods. And next here, differences between the joint venture and consignment. Difference between the joint venture and consignment. Generally, joint venture means 2 or 3 partners, people, they are venturers, co-venturers. Why they are doing? For a short business, for a short business, short contract, short period, 3 months, 1 month, like the contract is there, that we are calling is a joint venture. Okay, and one problem he will ask. Sometimes 2 problems, sometimes 1 problem, 1 theory. Long answer, 1 problem, 1 theory. And for short answer, mostly they will ask for the theory. Okay, in this also you need to prepare the ledger accounts. In the books of the co-venturers, bank account you need to prepare, joint venture account you need to prepare, and co-venturers account you need to prepare. For example, AB is there, so A account you have to prepare, B account also you have to prepare. These are the joint venture accounts. Fourth unit, we are going to discuss about the accounts from incomplete records. Accounts from incomplete records. Here you can see the theory. They will ask account from incomplete records means single entry system. Single entry system where there is no double entry system. See the difference between single entry and double entry. Difference between single entry and double entry. Double entry means where they are following the debit rules and credit rules. Single entry, there is no debit rule and credit rule. Okay, and here single entry system mainly suitable for the only small scale business, not for the large scale business. Here next question, difference between the statement of affairs and balance sheet. Difference between the statement of affairs and balance sheet. Next one, limitations of single entry system. Short answer they will ask. Limitations, features. Next to problems. So you need to learn the formats in every chapter. In this problem you have to learn the problems which is related to the statement of profit or loss, statement of affairs, statement of profit or loss, and statement of affairs. That format you have to read and you have to practice the problems. One long problem we are expecting, one theory we are expecting. One long problem, one long theory. Long problem and one long theory. And short theory we are expecting. Theory we are expecting in short. Sometimes he will ask the short problem also. Like we need to prepare the like a purchase related account that we have to do. Trade creditors account, trade debtors account, like that we have to prepare the short one. Okay, this is about the accounting from incomplete records, fourth unit. And fifth one, accounts for not for profit organization. Fifth unit, account for not for profit organization, also known as the non-trading concern. Non-trading concern, for example, trust, charitable trust, libraries, like that we can say. And here in this, differences between the receipts and payment account and balance sheet, receipts and payment account and income and expenditure account. Long answer they will ask. Receipts and payment, income and expenditure, theory. And they will ask about the short legacy, subscriptions, revenue and capital, income and expenditure. Revenue, income, revenue, capital, that they will ask. revenue, expenditure. Features of non-trading concern. What are the features of non-trading concern? It is on the services mainly. And problems, one long problem. He will ask compulsory one long problem and one long theory and one short theory and one short problem also we are expecting from this chapter. In this chapter also you need to learn the format, receipts and payment account format, and also income and expenditure account format, balance sheet format. Receipts and payment account related to the three information, last year, present and next also. But income and expenditure only revenue. Revenue means current year informations we have to take in the revenue items only we have to show in the income and expenditure account. And in balance sheet we need to write in the assets and liabilities. So three accounts in this chapter we are going to see in the accounting for the not for profit organization. Okay, mainly income and expenditure and balance sheet. Okay, one long theory, one long problem, one short theory, one short problem we are expecting from this chapter.